Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I felt I had to do this live stream because there's so much talk about Trump Jr. and the meeting and collusion with Russia, and he colluded with Russia. Only one person colluded with Russia. One. Hillary Clinton purchased the Steele dossier. The Steele dossier was composed with sources from Russia. So hurry up. One person wrote, John Grist, hurry up with the makeup, HA. As you can see, there's no makeup. But only one person colluded with Russia. So if there is Russian collusion, it would be Hillary Clinton, not Trump. And that's one thing. The next thing is that they're worried about, or they're focused, or they're obsessed, maniacally obsessed over Michael Cohen flipping on Trump, but Michael Cohen has his own problems. Michael Cohen has huge problems regarding all the money he invested in taxis, taxi medallions in New York, the little, I guess the licenses to get taxis, taxi companies or a bunch of taxis to go around New York have dropped from I think it was like a 1.4 million to now a little over 200,000. That's an exponential, enormous drop. And so we have 135 viewers in 1 minute or so. And we are slowly increasing. Thank you so very much. So let's go ahead really quickly. There are a lot of things to talk about this evening, but the most important thing is that Trump did not break any laws. Trump Jr. could have met with the Russian lawyer to speak about Clinton emails, or to speak about emails that Natalia Veselnitskaya was said to have acquired somehow. The person who broke laws was Hillary Clinton, not Trump. The issue with Clinton is that the only way for Natalia Veselnitskaya or anyone or Putin to get emails within a server was to hack the server. So let's go again really quickly. We have a situation here where Louis Gohmert foreign entity. Here you go. So let's just listen to this again because it's really important. To my super chat, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. And let's just talk. So the person who, let's get into this. So the person who,
lawmakers there, Louis Gohmert, and things boiled over with him during the hearing. He blasted Strzok for the impact he had on. Did you look so innocent into your wife's eyes and lied to her about Lisa? Mr. Chairman, this is
oh.
Shame always an issue.
Mr. Chairman, please.
Mr. Chairman, this is intolerable harassment.
With that, you need your medication.
So there you go. There you go. So Papa D, I know what makes people laugh seriously. Papa D, thank you so very much. Papa D, Marin Garcia, Indiana. I love Indiana. Thank you, Marin Garcia. Thank you so very much. Now, let's listen to Louis Gohmert talk about, and by the way, judge orders Fusion GPS to give deposition over Dossier. that means that Fusion GPS has to spill the beans. That means that Fusion GPS has to explain that it's all a bunch of nonsense. BuzzFeed is slowly actually doing journalism while protecting itself from defamation lawsuits. But here's Louis Gohmert. This is really important because Louis Gohmert basically says, oh, I don't know, that all of Clinton's emails were hacked. Again, all of Clinton's emails were hacked. Liberty for Flint. Have you researched any Black's Law Dictionary? Liberty for Flint, I have not, but I will do so if you'd like. Liberty for Flint, thank you so very much. I have not, but I will do so if you'd like. Thank you, Liberty for Flint. Thank you. But let's go ahead and listen to Gohmert.
For all, and you heard that comment, and you need your medication. Congressman Louis Gohmert, did you lose your temper, or did you intend to bring up his personal life decisions? No, I didn't go into it intending to do that, but as I sat there listening to him so smugly, his little smirk, and he had lied repeatedly, and he knew he was lying, he knew I knew he was lying, and yet he still would lie. And I'm telling you, the unfortunate thing is about that last exchange I had with him, it may have clouded over a very, very important story, and that is that he was told by the intelligence community Inspector General's investigator, Frank Rucker, that they had found an anomaly in the emails going to and from Hillary Clinton's unauthorized private server, and it was when they forensically examined the anomaly, they found embedded information, and it was a foreign entity, not Russia, but a foreign entity that was getting every single one of her over 30,000 emails. So we got
a foreign entity hacked Clinton's server. Could you imagine if Trump had a private server that was hacked by a foreign entity? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? And with Clinton, it's like, well, you know, it's no big deal. So let me read you this. Maureen Garcia. Will Congress work through September or break through September? Let me read you this. 2018 congressional calendar. Senators plan more work days than House. Both the House and Senate have released their chamber plans for gaveling during 2018. Roll call combine those schedules. So they're going to work through September. August, House and Senate are not in session. Both chambers will be in session most of September. So, most of September, half of October. It's a pretty good job to have. You don't work that much, actually. So, Maureen Garcia, I hope that they will be working through September. That's what roll call states, and I'll go ahead and put the roll call article, Maureen Garcia. I'll put the roll call article right here. That's the roll call article. And through September, they're supposed to, and then August, or no, September, October, they're not supposed to work too much. But Gohmert's Law, whatever goes left must come down. MAG Air. Thank you, MAG Air. Thank you. Make America Great Again Air. Thank you so much. Agent 99. We have super chats going off today. HG, don't you think it's interesting that everyone that Mueller probe has investigated Trump fired well before they became part of the investigation, as if he found out something about them and got rid of them? Yeah, I mean, the Mueller probe is basically the Democratic Party within the U.S. government trying to, I guess, keep Trump in check or remove power from, or undermine Trump, I should say. So I guess that's the main thing. The main thing is that Trump, what he did is he didn't do anything wrong in terms of Russia collusion. So there was no Russia collusion. So he didn't go ahead and work with Russian hackers or anything like that. What Mueller is trying to do, since he has no evidence, so the whole thing is based on NSA moderate confidence. The FBI and CIA are highly confident. The NSA is moderately confident. There's no evidence that Trump colluded, and he didn't collude. Because if he did collude, there would have been evidence. You can't collude with a foreign power without some kind of money trail or paper trail or whatever. And so that's the thing. And so you have, let's just listen to Louis Gohmert again.
Intolerable, harassment, but wonder captured anytime soon because of the damage you've done to the justice system. And I've talked to FBI agents around the country. You've embarrassed them. You've embarrassed yourself. And I can't help but wonder when I see you looking there with a little smirk, how many times did you look so innocent into your wife's eye and lie to her about
Mr. Chairman, this is outrageous.
credibility of a witness?
Shame on
Always
Mr.
against
Chairman.
you.
Mr. Chairman, please. There's
You know, Chairman, this is intolerable harassment
What's
with
wrong with that? You need your medication.
Oh,
It was a free-for-all, and you heard that comment, and you need your medication. Congressman Louis Gohmert, did you lose your temper, or did you intend to bring up his personal life decisions?
No, I didn't go into it intending to do that, but as I sat there listening to him so smugly, his little smirk, and he had lied repeatedly, and he knew he was lying, he knew I knew he was lying, and yet he still would lie, and I'm telling you.
so the thing with Louis Gohmert is that Louis Gohmert is not going to play along with the Washington acting, the Washington, D.C. kind of like theatrical performance art. So Agent 99, I do agree with you. Don't you think it's interesting that everyone that Mueller probe has investigated, Trump fired well before they became part of the investigation? That just shows basically that there was no interaction between Trump and Russia. Nobody even knows. First of all, the NSA is moderately confident, but nobody even knows how many votes were altered by Facebook ads. So Russia is said to have infiltrated our election through social media. The problem, however, is that social media was so polarized. It was so polarized. And you had people like Correct the Record just insulting progressives. It was so polarized that, I mean, how could you even find the impact of Russian election meddling? Nobody even knows what the impact was. You can't even, when Claire McCaskill says, "Oh, by the way, the Russians tried to hack my account," to do what? What did the Russians try to do when they hacked your account, Claire McCaskill? Inquiring minds want to know. But this is Gohmert.
unfortunate thing is about that last exchange I had with him, it may have clouded over a very, very important story, and that is that he was told by the Intelligence Community Inspector General's investigator, Frank Rucker, that they had found an anomaly in the emails going to and from Hillary Clinton's unauthorized private server, and it was when they forensically examined the anomaly, they found embedded information, and it was a foreign entity, not Russia, but a foreign entity that was getting every single one of her over 30,000 emails.
So during the hearing, he blasted.
It was a foreign entity that was gaining every single one of her emails.
He lied repeatedly, and he knew he was lying. He knew I knew he was lying, and yet he still would lie. And I'm telling you, the unfortunate thing is about that last exchange I had with him.
So Maureen Garcia, thank you so much again. Church of Maxine Waters, wear your blinders. Thank you, Maureen Garcia. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
They have clouded over a very, very important story, and that is that he was told by the Intelligence Community Inspector General's investigator, Frank Rucker, that they had found an anomaly in the emails going to and from Hillary Clinton's unauthorized private server, and it was when they forensically examined the anomaly, they found embedded information, and it was a foreign entity, not Russia, but a foreign entity that was getting every single one of her over 30,000 emails. So
you have a foreign entity, not Russia, non-Russia foreign entity. That foreign entity could have easily, shared the emails with Russia or sold the emails to Russia. If indeed the propaganda is right. One has to question the propaganda. One has to question the propaganda and say, wait a second now. What exactly did Trump do? And the issue with Trump Jr. is that he didn't go ahead and store classified intelligence on an unencrypted server. Agent 99, what I meant was maybe Trump found out that they have been plants or moles and got rid of them. I just think it's not a coincidence. No, I don't think it's a coincidence either, but also I'm not sure. I think a lot of it also is just the natural progression of the campaign. I don't think that Trump was really worried about I don't think Trump was really worried about Michael Cohen or Manafort or any of these people. What's happening is that we're actually thinking through the lenses of people on the left, because people on the left are saying like, "Oh my God, he knows that Michael Cohen or he worked with Russia, and now we're going to finally find out that he worked with Russia." He didn't work with Russia. In 2015, I stated that Clinton would lose. Nobody listened. Exactly, Larry. Strzok said he wasn't an expert in technical aspects of emails, yet he led the investigation into Hillary's emails. Exactly. Larry Galafaro. Exactly. Why go ahead and pretend that you are doing something for national security when you're the head of an investigation into emails and you're just like, oh well, I'm not an expert on technology. Well, then why on earth would you be would you be the leader of an investigation into Clinton emails? It makes no sense at all. It makes absolutely no sense at all. Let's look at Paul Sperry. Adam Schiff promised the frenzied liberal hive mind. It is a hive mind. He had seen solid evidence of collusion. Here we are a year later, and Mueller is investigating Trump's tweets. There is no evidence of collusion. It never happened. The only collusion, by the way, was Hillary Clinton purchasing the Steele dossier to basically fabricate a Russian hacking, which never took place because we don't have the evidence. We have zero evidence. We have one claim, zero evidence, and we have a claim since 2016 without evidence showing that Russia hacked the DNC to inform the world that Bernie Sanders was cheated. I find that very bizarre. I find it very bizarre that we have all this ridiculous nonsense and yet no information regarding the intricacies of Clinton's server. Bobby Sprinkle, I know what happened to DNC server. Bigfoot stole it. Well, Bigfoot, you know what? The Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, the Wolfman, Clinton's server, Bobby Sprinkle. Clinton's server could have been just basically, hacked into by anybody. Bobby Sprinkle, thank you so very much. I know what happened to DNC server, Bigfoot stolen. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bobby Sprinkle. Yeah, basically, I mean, any cartoon character or horror show character could have stolen the emails. The emails were out there for everyone to take. Here's Gomer again.
Emails going to and from Hillary Clinton's unauthorized private server, and it was when they forensically examined the anomaly, they found embedded information, and it was a foreign entity, not Russia, but a foreign entity that was getting every single one of her over 30,000 emails.
So wait, Congressman, just to stop you there. Russia. So you're saying that in Hillary Clinton's emails, they were forwarded to somebody else?
Yes, and it was because
every single one of her over 30,000 emails, aside from 4, forwarded to an outside entity. Everyone subscribe to Shala Collins. Let's listen to Shala really quickly.
What's up, YouTube? It is Friday night. It is exactly 1 week later. Gosh, I've had a really, really busy week, but a productive one to frame it correctly. So I'm actually talking to you today about shadow banning. I have been banned, and it keeps going on, and it's not fair. And I'm still being retweeted from my viral tweet from the whole walkaway campaign. I'm still being retweeted. It's still showing that I'm getting new followers, but guess what? My numbers won't grow. They won't go anywhere. In fact, they actually go in the opposite direction. So, I mean, over the past couple of days, I'm just dropping. Every day, it's getting less and less. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So it's like I've been put on this list. I don't know if you guys have heard of Kim.com. Kim.com actually put up this like platform, and he said you can kind of test it out to find out if you're being banned. So he encouraged you to kind of like type in your username and find out the status that comes up. And if it comes up under this this certain category, you know that you've been banned. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. You probably can't read that. But anyhow, what it says is found Sherlock Collins. It says Sherlock doesn't have a search ban. It says Sherlock Collins doesn't have a thread shadow ban. It says getting reference tweet, okay. Then it says reference tweet found. At Sherlock Collins has a QFD shadow ban. Now, I don't exactly know what the QFD exactly stands for. Maybe I have to do further a little bit more research, but from what I've been seeing in other threads, people are saying if this is the response you get when you put it in, that you've been banned. So
Sherlock Collins is shadow banned. Everybody go ahead and please subscribe right now to Sherlock Collins. Maureen Garcia, 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 is not 3. Don't tread on me. Yes. I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. Maureen Garcia, thank you so very much. So let's go ahead and see. Devin Nunes, thanks Daily Caller for covering Twitter shadow banning conservatives or whatever they want to call it. Matt Gaetz is taking them to FEC. I mean, they still lose and they get every advantage on social media. Then they blame social media for their loss, even though they got every single effing advantage. Unbelievable.
Because they were hacked. And Horowitz didn't point that out, you know. The previous story, you know, that Comey gave us, well, it was not a good server. It was possible that it got hacked, but there was no evidence it was hacked. And then we find out, and that's what I brought out today, that the intelligence community IG brought it to their attention, and they did nothing. Nothing. And this is a foreign entity not related to Russia in the least, that is getting everyone. They're only
a foreign entity not related to Russia. Okay? A foreign entity not related to Russia. So, pretty important regarding what's going on. Let's listen to it again.
The story, and that is that he was told by the intelligence community Inspector General's investigator, Frank Rucker, that they had found an anomaly in the emails going to and from Hillary Clinton's unauthorized private server, and it was when they forensically examined the anomaly, they found embedded information, and it was a foreign entity, not Russia, but a foreign entity that was getting every single one of her over 30,000 emails.
So we can't just stop
Russia.
Russia. So you're saying that in Hillary Clinton.
So we have here we go. I mean, and you talk about lies, and Claire McCaskill wants to criminalize any lie during an election. Listen to this.
Whether it was a personal account or a government account, I did not send classified material, and I did not receive any material that was marked or designated classified, which is the way you know whether something is what you're.
No, that's not true at all. You know very well that you have you could have retroactively classified intelligence. You do not go ahead and engage in such reckless behavior because you think that you're okay, you're safe. You know that any email that you write could be retroactively classified depending on what the future holds.
Whether it was a personal account or a government account, I did not send classified material and I did not receive any material.
Wrong. She sent and received emails that were born classified. Born classified means classified the moment it was written by the CIA or the NSA or the National Geospatial Agency or any agency. It was born classified. It did not have to be classified after the fact. She received emails where the emails, when they were sent to her, were actually classified already. And they didn't have to be marked. You are briefed. You're in the United States government. Nobody in the U.S. government could have gotten away with this.
That was marked or designated classified, which is the way you know whether something is. What you're...
You have to assume if you're getting some information, you're getting some information. You're getting information from the Department of Defense or the Pentagon or the State Department. You do not then say, well, you know, I need to have it all I need to have a big C on it to let me know. The CIA, she had CIA agents' names on her emails. I think she knew if she actually read those emails that it was classified. H.A. Capitalist, real journalism, no teleprompter, no blowing smoke up your arse. Marin Garcia, thank you. Thank you. Horace, thank you. Marin Garcia, as always, thank you. Charlie Pruitt, is Wiener's life insurance true in your mind? I'm not sure what to make about the whole life insurance thing on Wiener's laptop. I really am not sure what to make of that. Horace, Hillary has earned so many pants on fire awards. She now sports only fireproof muumuus. Horace, thank you. Horace, thank you. So let's look at Michael Cohen, MSC. So they made a huge issue about Michael Cohen's tapes, and that's a whole nothing burger also. Let's look at Mark Meadows really quickly.
Haven't done enough of that. We need.
This is Jim Jordan and Mark Meadows. Jim Jordan is speaking first.
You could be getting your shine on. You just announced you sent a letter saying that you want to run for Speaker of the House.
Yes.
How did you come to this decision?
Well, think about it this way. In the last year and a half under President Trump, regulations are down, taxes are down, the economy is up. We're going to get great numbers today. Unemployment's at its lowest in 20 years. Gorsuch is on the court. Kavanaugh is on deck. We're out of the crazy Iran deal. The embassies in Jerusalem and the hostages have come back from North Korea. An amazing year and a half.
Maids are coming back today.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm forgetting some other good things. So that's by anyone's definition, that's an amazing year and a half. But think about Congress. What has Congress done? We've certainly helped with the taxes. But all those other things that we told the American people we would accomplish, we haven't. Repeal Obamacare, reform welfare, build the border security wall, and fix our immigration system and control spending. We haven't done that. So I think this is real simple. I always say this. We make the job of being a member of Congress way too difficult. It's really basic. What did you tell the voters you were going to do? Let's do that. And we haven't done enough of that. We need to do more of that and help President Trump make America.
So Jim Jordan is running. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Jordan is running.
To find out information.
Let's listen to Mark Meadows.
Have to dig so deep to find out information that should come free flowing if we're really interested in justice.
That's 8 seconds in. All right. So, I mean, Horace, thank you. Hillary has earned so many pants on fire awards. She now supports only fireproof moo-moos. I love it. I love it, Horace. Let's go ahead really quickly. This is Hillary about Bosnian sniper fire that we know to be a lie.
Hillary Clinton's attempt to tout her foreign policy experience founded her again on the campaign trail today. I made a mistake in describing it. She claimed she misspoke last week and was sleep deprived when she described landing under sniper fire in Tuzla, Bosnia.
She was sleep deprived. She was sleep deprived when she called black youth super predators. She was sleep deprived when she pushed President Obama to destroy Libya. She was sleep deprived when she talked about the assassination of RFK right before the first black president was being elected. She was sleep deprived when she called Mahatma Gandhi a gas station attendant. She was sleep deprived, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen to this.
Something that didn't happen. But CBS News has found several times in the past few months when Senator Clinton used the Bosnia trip to try to show her international experience. December in Iowa.
We landed in one of those corkscrew landings and ran out because they said there might be sniper fire. I don't remember anybody offering me tea on the tarmac when that was happening.
Then in February.
Actually, they offered you not tea, but flowers, even better. At least with hot tea, you could burn your lips or something. So this is what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we are dealing with. Clinton is a liar, consistent liar about so many things, yet it's all about Trump. And you hear like, well, he's the clear and present danger. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Ceremony had to be moved inside because of sniper fire.
And last week.
I remember landing under sniper fire. We basically were told to run to our cars. Now that is what happened.
Differing accounts of your trip to Bosnia, and I'm wondering if you could even clarify. I know you recall, ducking under sniper fire, and Sinbad, in his account, who was on the trip, he said that the most dangerous part was remembering where he was going to eat next.
He's a comedian, Chad. He's a comedian.
So you actually recall, hearing gunfire?
When we were flying into Bosnia, we came in a evasive maneuver. There was no greeting ceremony, and we basically were told to run to our cars. Now that is what happened.
After CBS News video showed what really happened when she landed and greeted officials, Senator Clinton maintained there were risks, but explained to the Philadelphia Daily News why she was seen on the Bosnian tarmac greeting a young child if it was really so dangerous.
I was also told that the greeting ceremony had been moved away from the tarmac, but that there was this 8-year-old girl, and I said, well, I can't rush by her. I thought I would at least greet her. So I greeted her, I took her stuff, and I left. Now that's my memory of it.
Good to see you. Once again, her memory doesn't match our videotape. She and her daughter Chelsea lingered on the tarmac to greet U.S. military officials. Took photos. There was the group of 7th graders on the tarmac too. And then Senator Clinton walked to the armored vehicle where she did eventually duck and enter.
So you have a situation where she doubled down on the lies. This is not an example of, oh, well, did she really lie or what's going on? Or no, she lied. She definitely lied, and she lied numerous times. So that's just one. That's just one example. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just one example. Just one example. Don't tread on me, HI. I was deployed in Bosnia and it was the honor guard when she landed at Tuzla Airport in '97. Wow. She is BS. No sniper fire. It was clear. Don't tread on me. Thank you so very much. God bless you for your service. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have somebody who was there and who could tell us if, if heaven forbid Clinton, survived this sniper fire. Also, there's just zero evidence, but don't tread on me. Thank you. HA, I was deployed in Bosnia, and it was the honor guard when she landed at Tuzla Airport in 97. She is BS. No sniper fire. It was clear. Wow. Wow. Don't tread on me. Thank you. Don't tread on me. Thank you for all you've done for our country. Don't tread on me. Thank you so much. So there was no Bosnian sniper fire. It's not just that. It's like everything else she says. I was particularly offended by her bringing up Robert Kennedy. Why bring up Robert Kennedy? So don't tread on me. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the fact that, we have somebody who was actually there. So thank you. I appreciate that. Here we go, though. This is sad and pathetic, but we're talking about Clinton. So why did she bring up RFK? Why?
That's been the pattern for quite some time now. And honestly, I just believe that this is the most important job in the world. It's the toughest job in the world. You should be willing to campaign for every vote. You should be willing to debate anytime, anywhere. I think it's an interesting juxtaposition where we find ourselves. And, I have been willing to do all of that during the entire process. And people have been trying to push me out of this ever since Iowa. And I find that, I don't know. I don't know. I find it curious because it is. How
about people don't want you? Is that possible? Could that be the case? People say, HA, it gives me traumatic. It's like post-traumatic. Don't bring their name. But the thing is, I have to, this is the Associated Press. Here you go. This is from the AP. Right there.
It is unprecedented in history. I don't understand it. And, between my opponent and his camp and some in the media, there has been this urgency to end this. And, historically, that makes no sense. So I find it a bit of a mystery. You don't buy the party unity argument? I don't, because, again, I've been around long enough. My husband did not wrap up the nomination in 1992 until he won the California primary somewhere in the middle of June, right? We all remember Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in June in California.
What? Why bring that up? What? That's an anomaly. That's not RFK's assassination is not a part of the ebb and flow of politics, the cycle of politics. What's the norm? Just politics as usual. No. And by the way, why bring that up when you had, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Obama, but I voted for him twice. And why bring up the assassination of RFK? When everyone was like, oh my God, I hope the first black president is okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope there's not an insane person like, oh, I don't know, Madam Cyberhack who would bring that up. What kind of person brings that up? But I mean, forget about like she apologized over the Bosnian sniper. She apologized over the assassination of RFK remarks. She apologized about calling black youth super predators. She apologized about calling Mahatma Gandhi a gas station attendant. She did apologize about that. She apologized. Well, actually, she didn't apologize about the Keystone XL pipeline, but she did apologize. Let's say she took her sweet time on that. She's apologized and gone back and forth a million times over. But let's go ahead and listen to this insanity again.
We all remember Bobby Kennedy was assassinated in June in California. I don't understand it. And, there's lots of speculation about why it is, but...
What's your speculation?
I don't know.
How about people didn't like you? Maybe that's actually the case. Omar Pena, I missed. It was a bubble wrap, not sniper fire. Honest mistake. Omar Pena, it was bubble wrap, not sniper fire. So let's just hear it again. I just can't believe this.
Historically, that makes no sense.
Historically, that's because nobody who ran was as dishonest as you are. Everyone could see right through you, Madam Secretary. It's not like an anomaly. Like, one thing the American people are good at, even though, like all people, we're easily manipulated by propaganda pertaining to war. But one thing we're pretty good at is seeing through Bandini. Now, whether we vote for the Bandini or not is irrelevant. We're good at seeing through it. Sometimes we see through it and we see it and we vote for it anyway. That's why Bush went 2 terms. Everybody knew Bush was full of, malarkey and manure. But they're like, oh, well, it's 2 more, so, we're going to vote for Bush again. Bush was horrible. But they voted for him, nonetheless. But we knew he was, not so cuckoo. And with Hillary, they knew what was going on. So.
A bit of a mystery. You don't buy the party unity argument. I don't, because again, I've been around long enough.
I don't buy the party unity. They were saying that he should go ahead and that Bernie should go ahead and forget it long before he had to. And then, of course, they changed their mind. Papa D. Costco has boxes of Famous Amos bags. Ooh. Going to start measuring HA time and Famous Amos bags consumed. Famous Amos is awesome. Love those cookies. Papa D, thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Thank you, Papa D. Thank you. Horace, one key indicator of insanity is when the time arrives when you begin believing your own BS. Yes. So, Papa D, love Famous Amos. Horace, yes. I agree with you. Thank you as always, Papa D and Horace. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. And here you have Clinton, who was not so cuckoo, who literally believes this stuff. Like literally just believes it. And this is 08, by the way. You're talking 08. So Marin Garcia, my stream got cut. How does Jordan get speaker position? Marin Garcia, I think that Jordan will get the speaker position. It just has to look. If Marin Garcia, thank you. If and when Republicans win the House, it'll be because of voters who wanted people like Mark Meadows and Devin Nunes and Jim Jordan and Ron DeSantis and Lee Zeldin and all of those people. It'll be because of those. It'll be because of those voters. So that's pretty much why, you know. Let's listen to Lee Zeldin right here.
I think what's really telling is that as you have this move more and more towards this Democrat socialism, where you might have people who are telling that woman who beat Joe Crowley in the primary to wait her turn, that she should get along with Joe Crowley better, that she's not helping their cause for November. Notice that substantively, when they speak up on the policies that she's talking about, they're actually in agreement. Especially, see the people who they want the Democratic nomination for president, tripping over each other in supporting this.
So, that's the interesting thing. I mean, there is a civil war, but then the Republicans don't want there to be a civil war. Republicans want there to just be unity, which is hilarious. Mike Sherman, is it possible that Cody Hill in Arkansas could be covering for Hillary Clinton Foundation investigations? I believe he's connected to Clinton. Mike Sherman, I think that Cody Hillen is going to be one of the heroes, or at least I should say one of the people who further Clinton indictments. So Mike Sherman, I believe that Cody Hillen, since he was appointed by Trump, is one of the people who will further all of this. It's not sustainable. If I'm wrong and Cody Hillen doesn't do anything, it's still not sustainable. But Mike Sherman, I think that Cody Hillen in Arkansas, and I've spoken about this a lot, I think that the wheels, the spinning plates, the writings on the wall, there are too many investigations, there are too many crimes. I do not see Hillary, getting out of this without some kind of indictment or charge. So Mike Sherman, I do believe she'll get indicted, specifically because of the Clinton Foundation probe, the emails, all that stuff. Pick a crime, any crime. Thank you, Mike Sherman. Thank you. Paul Clank. Math word problem. Hillary's healthy, supple skin would yield. Oh, my goodness. Paul Clank. Thank you, Paul. As always, thank you. Paul, you're awesome. Don't tread on me. It's very chilling when I watch the House of Cards series. The show is definitely about Hillary and Slick Willie. That's what I've been told. I actually was never really into House of Cards. My dad told me, you got to watch House of Cards. It's awesome. I've seen like a couple of episodes. Don't tread on me, but it's pretty much, from what I understand, it's about Bill, and it's about that cutthroat. The thing that's so cowardly about Bill and Hillary is that they hide behind the law, and in doing so, they tarnish the meaning of words, semantics, and the spirit of the law. But they're able to just hide behind enough of the law to get out of their insanity. They're just hiding behind enough of the law. That's not going to happen anymore. That's eventually going to end. Don't tread on me. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Don't tread on me. Thank you. And thank you for your service to this country. Thank you. So let's go ahead really quickly. Thank you for your service. Why did I just repeat myself here? Okay. Don't tread on me. Thank you. Mike Sherman. Thank you. Paul Clank. Thank you. All right. So Trump, Trump basically, what Trump did was he was like, nah, Jim Acosta. Trump bans Jim. Trump had repeatedly asked aides to ban reporters before barring CNN journalist Jim Acosta. That's so hilarious.
Mr. President, are you worried about what Michael Cohen is going to say to prosecutors?
Let's keep going.
Are you worried about what is on the other tapes, Mr. President?
Thank you all. Keep going. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Why is Vladimir Putin not accepting your invitation?
Why is Vladimir Putin not excited? Okay, this whole thing with Putin is the stupidest thing. We are not at war with Iran. Mag Air, thank you. JFK Jr. was going to run for a seat Hill wanted. Thank you, Mag Air. Thank you. Thank you. So this is Rudy Giuliani. Lanny Davis said in post today, Cohen did not intend to deceive. What about Cohen? What about Cohen locking in the phones in the desk and then secretly recording the conversation with Cuomo? A Clinton line, no shame. The Davis PR formula is destroying Cohen. Michael needs a lawyer. That's funny. Michael needs a lawyer, which is a diss to Lenny Cohen. I mean, it is stupid because at the end of the day, you do need, I mean, Michael Cohen, look, Michael Cohen either thinks that Trump is not going to pardon him or this is like, you know, this really, really dumb charade. But, you know, I mean, we don't know. We have no idea. Maureen Garcia, I'd rather give money to HA than casino. Maureen Garcia, thank you. Well, the one thing you can be assured of is, Maureen, I will not take more than you want to give. I learned early on, long time ago, when I was younger, that Vegas and Atlantic City, they don't play. They usually win. You can have a streak, but long term, the house wins. Because, I mean, the odds are, you know, the best gamblers in the world actually only win like about 55%. A little over coin flip. I believe the best gamblers in the world are really only like, you know. Brad. So Marin Garcia, thank you so very much as always. Brad. How are you, Mr. President? How are you? Good. Good. Yes. Michael Cohen. My goodness. He should have invested in the San Francisco bicycles. Yes. I know. Well, his medallions are worth less than, I don't know, one of the coins for the batting cages in Los Angeles. Yes. Well, they went from 1.4 million to about 200,000. It's about to go for a bag of Doritos. I know. Well, it's that Uber and Lyft. Yes. I know. Well, Lyft? Okay. Well, I don't care what its name is. I'm not going to go call a Uber or a Lyft. If I need a life draft, you better You know, I'll be praying. Trust me. All right. I got to go. That's a slow news week. What do you want? Well, Congress is going to go into session. That lazy, you know what? I know. Well, Spider-Man Underoos will eventually indict Clinton. No problem. I'll talk to you later. Poo-poo out! Foghorn Leghorn. Foghorn Leghorn is awesome. Foghorn Leghorn is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. Let's take a little break. And let's go ahead because there'll probably be something coming up any moment now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. God bless the super chat. Thank you so very, very much. By the way, HA Second Amendment, I do have a rapid fire with my CZ. Check it out. Completely safe, legal, California compliant, abiding by federal, state laws. And thank you so much. Thank you so very much. God bless to my super chat. Thank you. I will see you very, very soon. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.